Sox lucius, or Northern Pike as they're known, offer great sport, and it's really nice to see the predatory take of these animals. Today we're on the upper Rio Grande and we're searching for Northern Pike. It's a little cold out today, but we've been seeing some great fish already, and we're going to try to do some sight fishing for them. Right now we're fishing just above the Manby Hot Springs in the John Dunn area. John Dunn Bridge is really close by.
It sure is pretty up here.
Nice canyon.
Couldn't ask for much more.
If you take the road all the way around, you can also access the old Miners Trail and drop that down in. So as we come up the bank, you can see the shadows almost, and then what you do is you look for the fins on the back end. It is essential to have a good pair of polarized sunglasses for this work, not only to protect your eyes from the flies, but also to be able to see the fish, because you're most successful when you can see how the fish are reacting to your flies.
Good one. 6 weight.
Right up on the beach. I think Northern Pike are a great sport fish. In New Mexico, it gives us an opportunity to catch some, truly large predatory fish in a time of year that most people aren't trout fishing. So I just think it's just another thing to do. When you see a pike hit a fly, it's one of the most exciting things you can see.
Pike, most people use a 6 to 9 weight. 9 is a pretty heavy rod. I'm using a lighter rod than Toner and Ed, a 6 weight, and puts up a really good fight.
The heavier rods help us throw the heavier weighted flies and some of the bigger bait fish imitations. We're fishing a wiggler right now. These drop really quickly, so we can get them right into the pike's strike zone, especially when we're sight fishing. It's originally a redfish fly, but I found it to be one of the most effective for Northern Pike on the Rio Grande. When you're dealing with the Northern Pike up in the Rio Grande, they have 3 major food sources, I would say. The first is crawfish, the second would be suckers, and the third, Stucker rainbows. Another nice northern. Little guy, about 4 pounds, 3 pounds. So our flies range from anything that, is somewhat flashy and has a lot of weight to get on the bottom, so we can kind of move it around, make little mud puffs, to, bait fish imitations that mimic suckers and other bait fish. You can catch the pike on the Rio Grande any time of year, but we definitely like January and February because we find them in larger concentrations, and the water seems to be a little clearer.
It's the breeding season, so that means that the fish are going to congregate more than they ordinarily do. This is an ambush predator, so they usually keep to themselves more or less, and then you get this time of year and fish are more tolerant of each other's company.
So we're crossing the river here at John Dunn Bridge. We spent the first part of the morning sight fishing for Northern Pike, and we were pretty successful. So now as the sun comes up the canyon, the light's shifting a little, and we're gonna try to hunt some from the opposite side. We like to take people out here, show them a different angle on the sport, show them some, a more predatory fish, more aggressive fish that take stripped flies. The advantages would definitely be I'd take care of all the gear, put you on fish, give you some advice, and a lot of people who are new to this angle of the sport, fishing for the pike, certain trout techniques aren't going to work as well. So I definitely, will teach people how to target these wonderful creatures. The weather's shifting always in New Mexico in the winter time, so just like today, we can go from 40 degrees all the way down to maybe 25, 30 degrees and flurrying. So you have to be prepared for all of that. I wouldn't say that the fishing gets better or worse, in certain weather patterns, but all in all, you have to be ready for anything in the winter. Pike fishing on the Rio Grande gives the fly fishermen a way to practice their craft on a different species.
The northern pike are more carnivorous than browns or rainbows, and so when they fight, they throw a little more of a thrash and a little more fun.
It's some of the best sport offered all year long in New Mexico. I mean, where else do you have the opportunity to sight fish for fish that are 4 to 10 to 15 and 20 pounds, in size? That's definitely a rush. And to see them take your fly and to flare up and to hit it, it's one of the best things you could ever see.